The Bertrand neighbors have been active and engaged for more than 20 years. You too are invited to catch hold of the vision for a safer, vibrant, healthy community. All neighborhoods, regardless of their season, face challenges. However, what determines if the neighborhood is healthy or unhealthy? In a healthy neighborhood, neighbors are able to manage the day-to-day concerns that arise within the community. In an unhealthy neighborhood, neighbors feel overwhelmed by daily issues. They sometimes feel hopeless, and they stop putting forth the effort to manage concerns. Neighborhood management focuses on the willingness of neighbors to manage the health and stability of their neighborhood through the ups and the downs. In partnership with Frazier Revitalization, neighbors are on a journey of personal discovery, utilizing skills and talents to engage with others on their block, offering feedback on public policy, training to become block leaders, and beautifying their home. If you are ready to mobilize change, protect your most important asset, and thrive in the place you call home, join the Bertrand Community Group. Meetings are held the first Thursday of the month. Join the contact list by calling 469-221-0704, or you can email us at info@FrazierDallas.org. Together, we can ensure our community is a safe place to live, work, play, and invest.
My name is Delphine Ganius. I live in the Bertrand neighborhood. I've been there for over 20 years. My grandmother was the original owner of the property, and she purchased back in the early 40s. So it's been in my family ever since the early 40s. Frazier has been real active in our community. They attend every one of our community meetings, and so that's where I learned about Frazier. And then we had a meeting up the street where they presented the plans for the housing repair, and so I signed up then. We meet all the time about improving the neighborhood, and we meet, but nothing ever happens. So I do appreciate Frazier's activity in our community because they seem to kind of get things done. So I'm looking forward to the next steps. It means a lot. When I was younger and working, I could have repairs done. I'm older and on Social Security, and that just doesn't go very far. You can barely live off of it, so you certainly can't make any home repairs. So I'm looking forward to them helping me with some of the major repairs that I was unable to do. I can decorate, but that doesn't take care of major things that the house needs. Thank you, Frazier Healthy Homes.
My name is Lynette Murphy, and I am a resident of the Frazier community. And I found out about Frazier at our neighborhood association meetings. With my home they came into inside, and they just kind of looked over everything and my concerns, what I wanted to address, and then they focus on the more important need out of all the things that I mentioned. And one of the major points is in my bathroom, where the floor was kind of sunken in, where it has been leaking over a period of time. And they repaired the floor. They went over and beyond with that. They not only repaired the floor, but they actually pretty much remodeled the whole bathroom. They put, new tile and painted, and I got new fixtures and repaired even my ceiling too that had a hole in it. So it ended up being, it was just over and beyond what I expected. And there were other leaks I had in my living room, dining room area, between my garage that I'd had repaired by someone who I thought was able to do it correctly. They came through and they fixed that. Not only fixed the leak and repairs in my roof, they also end up, the wall that was water damage in between it, they repaired that completely. And they even put up a new fencing in my backyard, completely new fence, and very nice, not just a basic fence just to replace it. They actually put it, and it's stained, very nice. And I'm just overwhelmed with gratefulness and their concern, their true concern about what we need. And I'll be always just grateful for what they have done. Thank you to Frazier Healthy Homes.
My name is Robinetta Jones. I've been in the Frazier neighborhood for over 30-some years. And I'm also in the Bertrand Neighborhood Association. They would always come to our meeting. They brought me in and explained everything, what they had planned on doing to my house. They came out and observed everything that needed to be repaired. And they told me what they could do and what they couldn't do. It was in really, really bad condition. I kind of had let it kind of lapidate and needed some help. So I was trying to pay for repairs myself out of my pocket. But it got overwhelming because some of it I had to have done and redone, and I just got overwhelmed. When they first came in, they did the foundation, and after the foundation, they took the air conditioners out and did the windows. Then they put the windows in, tore out all the old sheetrock that was in there, and after that, and then they did the yard, dug up the yard because they had to repair the pipe, the old pipes that's underground, and replace them. Summertime, I would have problems with the air, because I had air conditioning in each bedroom and one in the dining room. But the dining room and the living room were connected. So if I cooked, I had to put out fans to keep the house cool. And in the wintertime, I would freeze to death. I had a Dearborn heater in the living room, and that was my only means of heat. And I am over glad to have central heat and air. I am totally blessed and elated that I could get all this done. I feel like I'm moving into a new house. It gives the neighborhood a better outlook on life, knowing that you can't have old houses repaired to look new or up to date. Thank you, Frazier Healthy Home, for providing all the help and supplies to make my house better.
My home was built in 1949, so it was like 65, almost 70 years old. Some of the windows were falling out. I would go out there myself and take caulk and replace them as best I could. Every spring, I just see a swarm of termites. The porch was starting to deteriorate. The cement for the back porch was falling apart. Inside, all the plumbing was in a really bad condition. The floor in the kitchen is rotting out. I think everything you can imagine that house could need, it needed. They asked me exactly what are the issues with your home. I showed them what was going on with my home, inside and outside, and then they started discussing with me what they could do and when. And they did what they said they were going to do. They replaced the windows. They replaced all the wood on the exterior of the house. They painted it to the color of my choosing. They re-established the porch, and they put a rail up around it so you can't just walk off the edge and fall down. They repaired the retainer wall out by the street. They replaced the toilet, the bathroom sink with brand new fixtures, and so they're going to replace the cabinets and the countertops, I assume. They're going to paint the interior, and the interior kitchen floor that is so weak, they're going to fix that too. And when they do the painting inside, they're going to redo the baseboards too and replace the floor. It looks incredible. I will never sell that house, and it's so nice to think that the house that you have, that you've spent decades paying for, that you can keep, that it won't be run down to where the city code enforcement is chasing you around. Hey, you need to do this, you need to do that. This is a hazard. I'd like for it to remain ours forever. Thank you, Frazier Healthy Homes.